and welcome to Scooped, the ice cream review podcast where we try all the cone creations, signature slushes, and frozen foods on the East Coast to give you the ultimate scoop. My name is Holly Hagman, and with me is my co-host, husband, and ice cream connoisseur, Paul Percivali. Paul, what do you eat when you're afraid?
Ice cream?
Ice cream! You got one!
Hell yeah! It only took 22 episodes.
Yeah, that's about it. But you know what else this episode is? It's the first one that comes out in 2025.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So happy New Year, everyone. We're glad that you've stuck with us for, crossing into a new year. So thank you for that. And we're excited to see what our first episode of 2025 brings us. Can you turn that off?
Probably not.
Okay. It is what it is.
Yes.
Alright. In our last episode, we reviewed Shake Shack, which we placed at the C tier level. Our first thing in the C level. That's so exciting.
Yes, we finally got a chance to dunk on someone, but not dunk on them completely.
I don't even know what to say to that. But in this episode, we are now reviewing a long-standing Connecticut shop, a place called Mystic Drawbridge.
Yeah, this is a good one.
This is a fun one.
Yeah, this is an interesting one too.
Yep. So we have their history, and we have info about how they make their ice cream, and then we have experiences to talk about in Mystic at Mystic Drawbridge. So we have this might be a little bit of a hefty episode.
Yes.
But anyway.
I will start us off.
Please do.
So, located in the heart of downtown Mystic, Connecticut, the historic seaport community, steeped in maritime history, is also known for its history of delicious homemade ice cream. Beginning in the 1800s, Randall Brown, Jr. served delicious homemade ice cream from this same store. In the early 1900s, Ebenezer Morgan continued the tradition and called his store the Riverside Ice Cream Garden. And in the middle of the 20th century, John Colbanis made his delicious homemade ice cream and candies here in the store. Today, Mystic Drawbridge Ice Cream, using the finest pure ingredients, continues the tradition of ice cream excellence. We at Mystic Drawbridge Ice Cream carry on the tradition, making the best homemade ice cream in the same store that has given Mystic its history of excellence for over 100 years. And you know what? I, honest to God, would not doubt if any of that was true.
What do you mean?
In the sense that it is, we carry on the tradition of making the best homemade ice cream in the same store and using pure ingredients. Like, just like from my own experiences, I really wouldn't doubt if those are true statements.
Yeah, no, I believe them.
Yeah.
I 100% believe them, especially since, we have talked about their ice cream
methodology
in previous episodes. We've discussed the concept of overrun and the amount of air that goes into the ice cream as it's made, and that,
we've actually been discussing that since the very first episode.
Yeah, and finally we're going to talk about where we learned that stuff. So, here we go. So, on the website for Mystic Drawbridge, they have a section called How We Make Our Ice Cream. So, we've got a lot of layers to go through here. But, anyway, sorry, I got a text message from my coworker about pajama day tomorrow.
Fun.
Yeah, very excited about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, how we make our ice cream. First, in honor of the European tradition, we start with rich cream from local dairy.
Yeah, it is rich.
Our cream is top of the line, pasteurized with no added hormones and no preservatives. Then, depending on what flavor we're making and what the recipe calls for, we add in the necessary ingredients into the mix. We only use the best ingredients, such as sweetening with real cane sugar, cooking down and emulsifying real fresh fruits, sourcing only the best pure bourbon vanilla, or imported Dutch cocoa. Excuse me.
You're excused.
Thank you. We even go as far as custom roasting our nuts and strive to only buy local, whether that be maple syrup, honey, lavender, etc. Each flavor and recipe is unique. Most of the flavors are family recipes of over 32 years.
That's it?
The current family that owns it. So as you saw in the history, it's changed hands a few times.
Yeah, over 200 years.
Yeah, I think the current family that owns it are the recipes they're working off of, which are 32 years old.
Okay, so the same family has been in control for 32 years.
That's what I believe.
I wonder what happened in between. Was there like a ice cream feud? Are they like the winners of like some ice cream war and they took over the stand?
They must be. So, in addition to, getting all of the best ingredients for the ice cream, they do something called minimizing the overrun. And we've talked about this before in previous episodes, but essentially this is how it works. The air percentage added into ice cream is called overrun. All ice cream has air whipped into it, otherwise it would freeze rock solid. Most so-called homemade ice cream and mass-produced ice cream products you will find are made with about 80 to 100% overrun. That's a lot.
Yeah.
This means that by volume, almost half the ice cream is air. And by contrast, we at Mystic Drawbridge make all our ice cream with only 20 to 50% overrun.
It's good in many ways, but also damaging in others.
That is why our ice cream is richer, creamier, and more flavorful. In this manner, we can retain maximum freshness and flavor. Third, we make all of our ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sorbets one batch at a time. We carefully hand mix every batch, folding in the fresh fruits, nuts, and candies, and other mix-ins. It is a true labor of love.
I completely believe that
Me
with
too.
the quality of their ice cream.
And I'll include in here, they have a picture of one of the women who's been working there a very long time, mixing ice cream a long, long time ago, and then mixing ice cream in 2004 or something. It's crazy. It's it's really cool.
Yes.
We take great pride in what we do and dedicate ourselves to providing our customers with only the best ice cream possible.
And again, I fully believe that.
I do too.
So, let's get into their signature dishes.
And I gotta tell you, the menu at Mystic Drawbridge...
Massive.
Huge.
Massive and complicated. And this is the kind of place, especially if you go on the weekends or Friday, when, kids are not in school, you want to go in knowing what you want, because it is overwhelming. And even if the line is around the corner, like it sometimes is, you're going to want to have an idea of what you want ahead of time.
Yeah, let me tell you, because pretty much always, you're going to wait.
This place...
You're going to wait in a line.
This place is popular.
It's very popular. It's always busy, but they always have at least 5-6 people working that counter. And it's an assembly line kind of system.
Yeah, we've seen literally the line go out the door.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how popular this place is. And it's rightfully deserved.
Yes.
But it's, maybe they should just, buy the building next door and then just, expand or something. I don't know.
But yeah, so you're gonna wait in line, and I gotta tell you, if you don't know what you want when you get to the front of that line, all the 75 people who are now behind you are gonna
be
kill
angry.
You. It's scary. So you really need to, peruse the menu before you go, and then, make your final decision while you're online.
Right. Understand how the place works, is
yes.
basically what we're saying. And then figure out what flavor you're feeling for that day.
But there are different categories of ice cream to choose from. And we're going to talk about the categories and then the flavors within those categories. So, take it away, Paul.
Yes, starting with the Drawbridge Originals. So these are their original flavors, I'm guessing?
Yeah, these are their flavors that they have made up in-house.
Okay. They got Mystic Mud, Kahlua Mocha Fudge, chocolate peanut butter cup, lemon chocolate kiss, sticky fractured finger. Sticky fractured finger? What the hell?
I don't know.
Is that like a Halloween flavor?
Dude, it didn't say... Like, here's the funny part. Some of the stuff you can figure out based on what it's called. That, it didn't have the description of what that is on the menu.
You know, I got this image in my head of, like, some brown ice cream with, like, caramel and pretzels and broken pretzels in it that are just, like, hold together by, like, the caramel, and it just, like, looks like broken fingers.
See, I don't know. When you said Halloween flavor, my brain went to something with, like, slivered almonds in it, because in a lot of Halloween decor, they put those to look like fingernails.
Ew.
As, like, you know, it's like a thing. I don't know.
I'm thinking pretzel sticks.
Maybe.
Chocolate mint Oreo. Seaport salty swirl. And then peanut butter swirl. Those last three seem like you could probably figure it out.
Straightforward.
Yeah, but sticky fractured finger. Okay.
I don't know.
I want to get sticky fractured finger next time we go, just so I understand what it is.
Just to know what's in it.
And then they also have the classics, such as pure vanilla, chocolate truffle. Truffle in ice cream? Is that a thing?
Well, I'm assuming it's flavored like a chocolate truffle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kona coffee, vanilla chocolate chunk.
Oreo cream.
I'm pretty sure it's Orem cream, honey. That's what it says there.
I copy and pasted from the website for this. This one's not on me.
Yeah. Well, they got to get some sort of editor on their website.
They have Orem cream.
Orem cream, not Oreo cream. Cafe mocha chunk, chocolate chip cookie dough, and mint chocolate chunk.
Okay.
All right, so most of those are pretty normal. Well, they are the
flavors.
classics.
Yeah, that's why they're called the classics. Then they have a subcategory, another one, that's called the fruity ones. So these are like your fruit-based flavors. So they have fresh fruit strawberry, southern peach, which I would be interested to try now that we know that I'm like obsessed with peach ice cream. I would probably try that the next time I go.
Yes.
Barbados rum raisin, which no thank you. I don't like raisins.
Yeah, I don't think raisins would go very well in ice cream. That seems kind of weird.
You know what? Like, rum raisin is a very popular flavor. I don't know why. Anywho. Then black raspberry, toasted coconut, ginger spice, and wild Maine blueberry.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, we know. Okay. Then the nutty ones, instead of fruity, now we got nutty. Vermont maple nut, which also sounds really good to me, personally. White pistachio, toasted almond, butter pecan, and Jamaican me nutty, which I assume
what the hell?
includes many different types of nuts.
I would only assume.
Yeah, that's what I would
They might even be Jamaican in nature.
Perhaps. Then the last subcategory of different types of flavors, they have vegan flavors on the menu as well, including the vegan chocolate almond joy, which I assume is chocolate ice cream with coconut in it, vegan peanut butter and jelly, a vegan seasonal flavor, so I guess that rotates whatever season it is, and vegan seasonal fruit sorbet, so again, similarly, whatever fruit is in season, they make a sorbet out of it, and that's vegan as well.
Because it's around, they have a lot of it, and they need a way to get rid of it properly.
Maybe.
That's what I would do. So, they also have a variety of shakes / fraps.
Yep.
What's a frap? Or is that just another word for shake?
So, fraps are usually...
Like frappuccino?
Like, you know what you get at Starbucks?
Oh, that thing?
So usually they're made with tea or coffee.
Oh.
So
they're shakes that are made with tea or coffee. Okay.
Right, essentially something like that.
That frappuccino thing, though, is more like a slushie in my brain.
Well...
It's like a very fine slushie.
Similar. It's similar.
That thing's good. They also have sorbet freezes, so...
Essentially sorbet shake.
Yeah, okay. Ice cream sodas, which we talked a little bit about in our last episode for Shake Shack. Ice cream and soda.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I didn't have to get that particular about it. It's pretty self-explanatory now that I'm thinking about it.
I don't know how that differs from soda fountain favorites, though, to be honest. I don't know.
I don't know either. New York egg cream? What is that?
I wish I could explain. I don't know how to explain what the heck a New York egg cream is.
Is it just like soda with an egg in it?
No.
Anyway, they have the soda fountain favorites, like we mentioned. We have no idea how they're different than ice cream sodas, but there's probably something because they are like different on the menu. They have signature smoothies such as Aloha, Boo Berry. Boo Berry, that sounds interesting. Charlie Brown, and Island Time.
What the heck is in a Charlie Brown smoothie?
I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe lemon and chocolate. You know,
Maybe.
like his shirt.
Like his shirt.
Yes, like half chocolate,
funny.
half lemon.
Maybe.
Then there's also classic sundaes. So I'm assuming that they have, like many places, their own, like, custom ones that they've made themselves and they have available and that they're popular just because, you know, they've been around for a while. Or you could probably just make one of your own choices.
I have the info on what a New York egg cream is.
Oh, do tell.
Okay. It sounds absolutely disgusting, not gonna lie.
Oh.
A New York egg cream is a cold, frothy drink made with milk, seltzer, and chocolate syrup.
Milk, seltzer, and chocolates? No.
Why it's called an egg cream, I got no idea, because there's no eggs in here.
Maybe it's thick like it's custard or... Ew, I don't even want to think about that.
Like, they look weird. This is what it looks like. It's like
ew,
busted chocolate milk, honestly.
I don't like it.
Put
it away.
So I don't want that either. But yeah, so they have a variety of different things. The menu is endless. They have tons and tons of ice cream to choose from. I didn't see it on my list, and I don't recall. Do they have soft serve in addition to all of this?
I don't remember there being. I think that they were
I don't think
specialized in hard ice cream.
Yeah, I think they might only do scooped, which is...
Maybe that other place down the road near the water does.
Oh, I think they might, yeah.
So maybe that's part of their deal, so they don't murder each other. Like one does like
soft.
The hard ice cream and one does the soft.
Maybe, because I am looking at their Instagram and I am seeing no soft... Nope, that's them making the ice cream. No soft serve, only hard serve. Hard serve and shakes.
Yes. And that's okay, because they do what they do, and they do it very well.
Exactly. Look at this lineup.
Yes, that probably melted so quickly.
Yeah.
Anywho, let's get into what we ordered. Unless you have anything else you want to touch upon.
Oh my god. They do. They do have soft serve.
Are you sure that's soft serve and not just a half and half of normal vanilla?
That's twisted, look.
Well, I know, but it could just be a twist of, like...
That's the only way to get that twist, is with soft serve.
Oh, well, I didn't see any other soft serve, so maybe they just have a vanilla and chocolate soft serve machine.
They probably just have, like, the regular standard flavors of soft serve.
That's probably all it is, because we don't see anything else on the menu.
No, nothing exciting. Nothing new and exciting.
And they probably need it for, like, the, They probably need it for the floats and stuff like that.
Probably. Sorry, I'm...
Ooh, that's pretty. But this isn't the time for this. We shouldn't be scrolling through Instagram while we're trying to make a podcast.
Sorry, I got distracted by pictures of ice cream. I need a t-shirt that says that.
I got distracted by pictures of ice cream?
Distracted by pictures of ice cream. We need to make that.
I'm sure we could. Probably wouldn't even be hard.
Probably.
All right.
So, I think we should talk about our experience with Mystic Drawbridge, because at least it's near and dear to my heart. I don't know if it's near and dear to yours.
It's near and dear to my stomach.
Okay. So...
Well, something like that.
Mystic, Connecticut, in general, is a very special place for me, because my graduate school experience through Fairfield University took place on a really small, I guess it's technically an island, called Ender's Island off the coast of Mystic, Connecticut. It's used, honestly, primarily for, like, retreats. honestly, sometimes it's like rehabilitation retreats. But my school rented it out for the creative writing program. And then every summer we would go there for what's called a residency and meet with professors and colleagues and classmates, have workshops and seminars, and it'll be just like a really fun time. So oftentimes when we were done with the school part of school, we would drive into town, walk around downtown Mystic, and pretty much always end up at Mystic Drawbridge ice cream shop because it's
popular as hell.
Super well known in the area, very, very popular, and oh so very, very good.
Yes, there's a reason they've been around for 200 years.
Yeah, and I mean, like, Mystic as a town is famous because of that movie.
The one with the
Mystic Pizza.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, with
what's
Julia
her face?
Roberts.
Yeah, that's her face.
Yeah, we went to Mystic Pizza once too, and honestly, it wasn't that exciting.
Yeah, it was full of merch. It was full of televisions replaying the movie ad nauseum. It was. They were very proud of the fact that movie happened there.
Yeah, that movie exists.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta tell you, as a person who grew up in New Jersey, I'm not impressed by Connecticut's pizza.
Damn.
Yeah. Come get me, Connecticut.
They're going to.
I know they will.
They're coming for you.
They're coming.
Julia Roberts is going to come to our house personally and burn it down.
Probably. She listens to the podcast, you know.
Absolutely.
She's our number one fan.
Well, she's our number 2 fan. Annie's the number 1 fan.
That's true. That's true. Can't forget Annie.
No.
Okay. But, so,
yeah, we really like Mystic, Connecticut.
It's a beautiful town.
We've been there and visited like at least 4 or 5 times, I'd say.
Definitely.
Yeah, they have like a amazing ramen place across the street from Mystic Drawbridge. We went there We went there once, and we were super hungry. And Holly was angry because she was hungry, and she didn't want to
go.
And you didn't want to go.
I was so mad. I was so irrationally mad. I'm like, really, ramen? You want to get ramen? It's gonna take forever. And I was like, so just like in a foul mood. And then we went in there, and it wasn't that crowded, and the food was fantastic. And I ate my food, and then immediately apologized.
Yeah, you did.
I was like, as I'm eating, I'm going, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah, that the ramen place is my favorite actual food place on the area. Do you remember what it was called?
Samurai Noodle.
Yes. So if you're ever in the area and you want to get Mystic Drawbridge ice cream, but you want to eat some actual food first, you should go across the street and go to Samurai Noodle.
I don't think it's directly across the street, but it is on the other side of the walk.
Right.
On that side.
Right. Really good, though. Yeah, I highly approve of the place.
Although I did feel bad. This was kind of messed up.
What?
The ducks.
Oh, yeah, you monster.
So I very rarely in my Asian food pursuits do I get to have crispy duck. I like crispy duck. I am not a vegetarian like Paul. I like to eat whatever is available, and one of the things I've tried and enjoyed in the past is crispy duck.
You monster.
And this particular restaurant had crispy duck ramen. And so I ordered it, and, you know, we already told you the story about how we were so freaking starving and cranky and whatever. And I ate it, and it was amazing. It was so good. Right? So I loved the crispy duck ramen. I ate every single bit of it, and then we were walking back to our car, because parking in downtown Mystic is like a whole production. So we had to walk through the downtown and back to where the car was, and as you walk over the Mystic River, which is full of ducks. Little baby, adorable, quacking ducks that I swear looked at me. You? They knew. They just knew. They
that you
must
ate
have
one
known.
Of their ilk?
It was horrific. And then the next day, right, so we're in Mystic for like a long weekend kind of thing. The next day we went into Old Mystic Village, which is like a thing with little shops, and bookstore and, different... There's actually more ice cream places in there, but that's a whole other story. And we're walking around, we're shopping, whatever, and they also have one of the attractions at Old Mystic Village is a little duck pond.
With tons of ducks.
With tons of brand new little baby ducklings. I couldn't look at them. I had to walk away.
You monster.
It was horrible. I felt so bad. I have never been so instantly full of regret about something. It was so bad. I felt like a monster.
It sucks, though, that it was really good from what you said.
I know. And you know what? At least when you eat shrimp, you don't have to look at them follow you around.
Yeah, and look at you with those trusting, loving eyes.
Ugh, I can't. Horrendous. I will never order the crispy duck ramen again. It's ruined. It's ruined. Soiled it.
Well, you enjoyed it once, but now you have to live in sin. So I think it's a fair trade.
Yeah, it works, I guess.
Yes. But now that we are getting off of the ramen podcast, let's go back to the ice cream.
Yes. So we've had a few different experiences in Mystic, but I have to tell you, I've only gotten one flavor.
Yeah, I think I've only gotten one flavor also.
I keep going back to the same one.
Which one was yours?
So my flavor, and I have multiple pictures to include, my flavor is called Mystic Mud. It's one of their originals that they make.
How many times would you say you've gotten it now?
4.
4?
Yeah. 4 or 5.
I think...
Because I've gotten it... Sorry.
I was just going to say, I think I've gotten mine 3 times.
Yeah. Because I've gotten mine every time I went with my college friends, too. Like, I got the same flavor every time. Every time I've been...
It's just that good.
Yep. My first time I went with my school friends... we waited in the big long line, and I was looking at the flavors, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try an original. And I tried Mystic Mud, and it's a chocolate-based ice cream with, little chocolate... I guess they're truffles. I don't know. Little chocolate pieces?
Uh-huh.
And I want to say M&Ms? I don't know what other chocolate item is in it. It's just, jam-packed... with amazing chocolate things.
I'll take your word for it because you've never shared it with me, and I'm pretty sure the reason you've never shared it with me is because, 1, it's not my thing anyway, and 2, it's just that good and you don't want to share.
Yeah, I mean, you're not a chocolate ice cream guy to begin with.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not going to waste my really good chocolate ice cream on you. No offense.
None taken.
But yeah, so it's got chocolate.
Damn, that is chocolatey looking.
It's chocolate. Overload.
You actually got a chance to sit there?
Yes, this is when I was with my look, it's dated July of 2019.
From 5 years ago. It's probably 6 years ago at this point. Yeah. Closer to 6.
It's with my college friends. When we we actually managed to get a table. It was crazy. I probably shouldn't post this picture. My credit card's in it.
Oh, snap. Well, I can fix that.
The numbers aren't there. That's fine.
Okay.
I probably don't even have that credit card anymore, to be honest.
Yeah. But... Plus, I'm pretty good at photoshopping if you need me to actually get rid of the whole thing completely.
Yeah. Well... we can just crop it. Anyway, so yeah, it's just this super rich chocolate ice cream with little chocolate nuggets in it, and it's perfect. And I got it on a waffle cone, and I always get it on a waffle cone because the waffle cones at Mystic Drawbridge are really good.
And it didn't hurt your stomach?
No.
Well, aren't you lucky?
I'm sorry. You have the boo-boo stomach when it comes to ice cream. We interrupt your regularly scheduled podcast to bring you a note from the future. It's been a long time since we've done one of these, but this is so funny, so unbelievable. You can't possibly make it up. The timing of this story was too perfect. So, it is late December, and I'm editing the podcast as one does, going through some checks, trying to figure out what is going to, what pictures are going to go where and things like that, when I receive a text message from Paul's cousin Lauren. Shout out to Lauren. And in this text message is a reel from Instagram about a unique flavor of ice cream that she thinks I should try. And lo and behold, you'll never guess what ice cream shop it was from. None other than Mystic Drawbridge. So apparently Mystic has coquito flavored ice cream. I assume it's probably a seasonal flavor because coquito is, for lack of a better description, often compared to like an eggnog kind of thing, but it's Puerto Rican. So it's made with coconut milk and rum and all these delicious, like, warm holiday flavors. So they have coquito flavored ice cream at Mystic Drawbridge, and Lauren sends me this text message while I'm already working on the podcast for Mystic Drawbridge. Just unbelievable timing. Too funny. Had to tell you guys about it because no one would believe me otherwise. So, thank you, and let's get back to the regular podcast.
Especially this place with their, like, ridiculously high amount of, ridiculously low amount of runoff.
Yep. No overrun for them.
Mm.
Very limited. Makes it very rich and creamy.
And makes probably murderous to everyone else along with me when it comes to, like, lactose intolerance.
True. But
I also blame the Hilton Hotel for that.
What did we have?
We had, like, I think we had a burger. No. I remember.
It was the fries, wasn't it?
It was the fries and the fried, the fried cod sticks.
Oh, yeah, you had fish and chips and it really did you in.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then you had the ice cream and then I felt bad for you that day.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the Hilton and their fried foods, but
well,
I'll never trust their fried foods or their soups ever again.
Yeah, so we're not, we are staying there the next time we go.
But I'm not eating the food.
I'm
not eating the food.
Yeah, we're just not going to eat at their restaurant because
it's happened like
it hurts Paul every time.
It's like it's happened every single time we've gone to a Hilton hotel and eaten there.
Very weird.
It's something about the oil, man. They don't change the oil or something.
It must be. But yeah, so Mystic Mud in a waffle cone. I get it every time. It's fantastic every time. The only time it wasn't fantastic.
Oh no. You're gonna tear me a new one, aren't you?
I'm gonna tell the story.
No.
It's not really your fault. Although it kind of is. Anyway, so we had parked in a place that had limited time.
Right.
That was the situation?
There wasn't even a meter. We just had to get the hell out of there within a certain amount of time or we were going to get ticketed.
Right. And
I was paranoid.
Paul was incredibly paranoid about getting a ticket. And so he gave me his ice cream order. He said, get it and just walk it back to the car. Because it wasn't that far away from the ice cream shop. We had, it was like across the street and down one side street and there was the car. Very close.
Yeah. But it was a hot day.
But, yes, we have neglected to explain that it was about 96 degrees in the middle of July when we were there for this particular trip. And so I had my wallet and 2 ice cream cones, and I'm running down the street of Mystic, and I am just covered. It's melting all over my hands. I look like a maniac because I'm double fisting ice cream cones by myself walking down the road, and it's dripping, and it's I have a chocolate one for me, and I have Paul's flavor, which, spoiler alert, it's called Wild Maine Blueberry, so it's blue, and like this purple goo all over me as well, and I get to the car and I'm just so angry. I'm like, open the door, you gotta get me out of here. And so we had to use like 8,000 napkins to just clean me off.
I think I also used like the sanitation wipes. Like I think I had the wet sanitation wipes.
Yes, you did.
And I used those also.
So I was
what we should have done?
Mad.
We should have just walked down to the water and you should have just shoved your hands in the water.
Wash my hands in the river.
Yeah, but the ducks would have probably pulled you in
for revenge. And then the ducks would have been mad at me. They knew still. So that was the only
Or we just happened to be going down, like your hands in the water and a seal just comes by and grabs you.
Oh my god. That was the only time I was upset with my Mystic Drawbridge ice cream, is because it was all over my hands.
It was my fault. I'm sorry.
It's alright. We didn't get a parking ticket, though.
Yeah, that's good.
So that's important.
I did not want to get a parking ticket in a different state.
Yeah, it's extra bad.
Yeah, fun times, fun times.
But why don't you talk about your flavor now? Because, I mean, I spoiled what it is.
It was the wild Maine blueberry. Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah.
It is so, like, readily, like, noticeable that it is the best blueberry flavor I've ever had in my life. Like, it was so fantastic. Like, it had the little bits of blueberry in it, and it was nice and creamy, and it's just, like, it was so good. Like, it made me wish that, like, blueberry ice cream was a thing that's more common.
Yeah.
I feel like we've only been to, like, two other places that have done, blueberry ice cream, which is the place we went to today. And then we also found some in Allstead Farms, right?
Yes. They had it was blueberry lemon.
That was really good, though.
And the place that, I got you the pint.
The pint. Right.
From the farm stand.
Yes, but I don't think it was as good as
okay.
Yeah, Drawbridge was really good.
Yeah,
Allstead Farms was really good too. But blueberry ice cream is like just such a rare treat for me to find anywhere, and I didn't know that it existed until we went to Mystic.
Yeah,
seriously, excellent ice cream. Has everything I like in it. The little bits of blueberry, like the nice consistency, fantastic. Love it.
And the waffle cone.
Oh, I can't remember the waffle cone. You've
really?
Been there more often.
It's a good waffle cone. It's not quite Nicholas level of fancy.
I was about to say, how does it compare to Nicholas?
But it's good. It's a solid, well-made, crispy waffle cone.
Yeah, Nicholas is probably still the best one.
Nicholas had a sweetness to it that I've never tried in any other waffle cone.
Yeah, they definitely mixed something in there that made it, like, really good.
Yeah.
Nicholas had fantastic waffle cones.
Definitely. But Mystic Drawbridge. Now, it's been a minute since we've actually been there. I don't remember what the pricing is like.
Oh my.
Do you? Because you're the money guy, usually.
No, I don't remember either. Give me a second. I could try and figure it out.
Okay.
If you want to try talking about something else in the interim.
Sure. So, Mystic Drawbridge ice cream. I probably should explain that it's called that because it's on a drawbridge.
Yeah.
In Mystic. I mean, we knew it was in Mystic, right? We've explained that for sure. But the fact that it's located in the heart of downtown Mystic, and it's near, like, it's located on the drawbridge that, like, basically it's over top of the Mystic River, and boats have to come through. So sometimes it's really funny because you'll see, like, traffic get backed up because the drawbridge has to open and the boats come through, and then the people in cars are kind of annoyed. So it becomes like a whole thing. Are you finding anything?
I saw something before. I'm just looking for whichever post it was.
Okay.
It said something about an ice cream being double dipped ice cream costs more than $8.
Oh, yeah, I remember it not being terribly cheap.
Yeah, but it's also Mystic, and it's also the best ice cream in the area.
Ice cream. Yeah, it's the best ice cream, and it's, like I said, heart of downtown Mystic. Mystic, Connecticut is not a cheap town.
No, it is a fancy schmancy place
on the water.
On the water.
So
I remember the prices being a little bit more expensive. 1 vanilla milkshake and 1 small ice cream pumpkin latte, $20.
Yeah, so it's pricey.
Yeah, this place is pricey. The quality is really good, but yes, very pricey.
I vaguely feel like our cones together were like $18, $17, something like that. I feel like it was around there. Wait, go back up. The menu board.
Oh. All right. $12.25 for a specialty sundae. A single was $5.85. A double was $7.65. That's pretty expensive.
So we probably got doubles, and then the waffle cone is an extra charge. So yeah, I'm right. It was about $17 for us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely on the higher end in terms of pricing.
Yep. Yeah, it's not cheap, but it's real good.
If you're in the area, you're on vacation, you should at least go there once. At least if you've never been there before.
Definitely. Still recording.
Yes, it's still recording.
Oh, okay, thank goodness. I got nervous.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, but we've talked about the creaminess and consistency. It's super rich, super creamy, really delicious.
Probably added to my stomach troubles at one time, but I don't remember having that last time.
Dangerous for those of us with lactose intolerance.
But I think I blame the Hilton more than I blame the ice cream these days. Because I've gone there since, and I didn't get messed up.
Good to know.
Yeah. Flavor, fantastic.
Excellent.
Yep, give that like a good old 5-star, 4.5 star, somewhere between those two.
But I mean,
Allstead Farms, I think, is still the best flavor that we've ever had anywhere. At
really?
least me personally, for the flavors that I tried, the lemon blueberry and the
apple pie.
The apple pie, that was like some of the best ice cream I've ever had in general. So I would say like Mystic is like a 4.5 to 5, like super high tier. And
I think it says something that like we keep going back to the same flavor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
we don't feel the need to mix it up.
And usually I like to try new things. Like I'm a person who tries different things when I'm at places like this.
I'm not.
We know. But the fact that I keep going back to the Mystic Mud, it just is something about it. It's really good. I can't explain. And it brings me joy going there. So, plus it's like a really cute place. If you do go and you get a chance to sit inside, they have little wooden tables where you can sit, or a lot of people like to bring their ice cream outside and kind of sit on the drawbridge, which is cute because then you can look at the water.
Yes.
Which is nice. So, and yes, it's expensive, but the quality is clearly there, so I don't know. Where do you
want to put this is what you're asking.
Yeah.
It's, again, I feel like this is one of those S-tier places, but I don't know where on the S-tier list.
Okay, hang on. Let me pull up the list.
All right.
So that we can
Because the list is starting to get a little bit obnoxiously top-heavy at this point. I don't know if obnoxiously is like the actual right word for it, but it's kind of it's definitely it's getting thick. You'd go over to Milkcraft.
Yeah, sorry, I was confused for a second.
That one, yeah.
That was on me, everybody. Okay.
So here what we got.
So in order, do you want to do it?
We have in the S tier, we have Allstead Farms, and this is the order. Allstead Farms at the top, Frozen Flavors, Milkcraft, Ryan's Homemade Ice Cream, Surreal Creamery, Friendlies, Strollo's Lighthouse, The Baked Bear. In A tier, we have Gabriel's Fountain, Nicholas Creamery, Carvel, Sunday Afternoon, Ralph's Homemade Ice Cream, Frozen Yo Cafe. In the B tier, we have Rita's, Baskin Robbins, Cold Stone. In the C tier, we have Shake Shack. And in the D tier, we have Dairy Queen, Magnificos, and Mini Melts.
Yep, that's true.
I feel like it has to be somewhere in S tier.
I agree.
Unless you... Okay.
No, I fully agree.
It's just a matter of where.
Struggling with if I think it's is it better than Frozen Flavors?
I don't think it's better than Frozen Flavors.
You don't?
I still would go to Frozen... If they were both here, like both in the same distance, I would still go to Frozen Flavors, probably.
Really?
Yeah, frozen flavors is just that good for me.
I mean, they do have really good ice cream. It's just, I feel like I would go to...
And I still would probably go to Milk Craft over Mystic Drawbridge.
Milk Craft's more expensive than Mystic Drawbridge.
But it's good.
It is good. I don't know. I feel like it would depend on my mood.
It would start to become like more of an issue if I was forced to choose between Ryan's and Mystic Drawbridge, I think, in my brain. But I would still probably go to Ryan's just because I'm a cheapskate. And Ryan's has very good quality for the price.
Well, and that's the whole thing, right? We put Surreal in the place we put it
because of the price.
Pricing.
But if you were to ask me if I want to go to Surreal and go get that matcha ice cream...
I know, you would go in a heartbeat.
I would go in a heartbeat. So it's like, they both have to be around the same area because they both are down that far because of the pricing. So it's just a matter in my brain.
But we put Milk Craft above Ryan's, even though they're expensive.
But Milk Craft is something special. The reason why I would put Milk Craft that high was because of the fact that it was like...
A novelty.
A novelty. Like, you don't go to places and find things like that very often where they make their own waffle cones and they're huge. And then they have really fancy creations. And they make their own ice cream. Yes. I keep talking, I swallow a lot of air.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and then they also make their ice cream on the spot with liquid nitrogen.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's fancy. That's like that in my brain brought them that high.
I think I just have like a lot of nostalgia for Mystic Drawbridge because it was like with my college friends, and I would think about being in school and going to get ice cream, having like a moment. With
me, it's fine, but I don't have that big of a nostalgia for it.
So your opinion is probably more accurate than mine.
Yeah, mine is based off of the ice cream, and if you were to ask me to choose between Surreal or Drawbridge, I would choose Surreal.
Interesting.
Because the bobas, man. The bobas and and the matcha ice cream and the taro.
See, I would pick Drawbridge over Surreal.
So what do we do? Flip a coin, decide which one goes higher?
I can live with putting it after Surreal and before Friendlies as a compromise.
Is it the reason that I'm not basing it off of nostalgia?
Yeah.
All right. I could go along with that because I feel like that's a pretty valid reason to want to put one over the other. I'm basing it purely off of the flavor.
And I'm basing it off the flavor and the experiences.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And also, when we went into Surreal Creamery the one time, the line was not that bad.
No, there's like no line at Surreal.
Yeah, and the line at Mystic Drawbridge is never not at least 30 people long.
Well, like, shouldn't that tell you something, though?
I get it, but also, like, Surreal Creamery, like, went towards, like, catered to my taste more.
It's your taste more, for sure. For sure. Alright, I mean, I guess they're kind of even. I don't know.
If there was a way to make it a half-half and, like, put them on the same spot, I would do that. But, yeah, I think Surreal has my favorite ice cream in general.
Okay.
So that's why I would put it there. I would still choose that particular ice cream over any of the other ice creams.
Dang.
Even Allstead, probably. That was just so good, and I want to go back soon.
Alright, so I guess we'll place it between Surreal Creamery and Friendlies, even though in my heart it's at the front with Allstead Farms.
Seriously, you would put it that high? Then we have to adjust it then, because it can't just be me.
Well, I mean,
do you want to put it higher than Ryan's? I think the
ice cream is better than Ryan's. Like, the quality is better than Ryan's.
Do you think it's better than Allstead Farm?
I'm not saying that.
Oh, so
I'm saying that actually, yeah, it might be. I don't know.
You would put it at the top of the list over any other ice cream place?
I don't know. It's so difficult. It's getting really hard to do this because all the things are good.
All right, here's a compromise. How about we just put it next to Milk Craft?
In front of Ryan's?
Yeah. Because I would say that in general, the quality is better than Ryan's. It's the price is that what really messes everything up.
That's true.
Millcraft and Mystic both are the same area-ish. They both have like the same similarly priced stuff. And the quality is both high. Although I still think Millcraft is better.
Well, it is. It's gonna be a bump ahead of...
Because it's so unique. So then... Do you want to do that? I can live with that if you want to put it...
Are you sure? You don't feel like it should be after Ryan's?
Do you want to put it after Ryan's then? Because I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with it.
I don't know. It's somewhere up here.
So let's just say after Ryan's in front of Surreal.
Is that okay with you?
Because sometimes nostalgia is a good enough reason.
Okay.
Especially because I can't be like, no.
No, but the quality... you know what? We're putting it at before Ryan's.
Alright, so we're putting it right after...
After Millcraft.
And before Ryan's.
Fourth in line.
Alright.
That's my final answer.
I can accept it.
Alright. Hooray.
Alright, so... Anything else left on your list of things to talk about?
Not really. I don't think I have any more good Mystic stories.
No.
Just like in general, Mystic's a fun place to visit, and they have a really nice bookstore for you book nerd. Oh my god.
Nerds?
I quit. I just am done. Book nerds out there called Bank Square Books. So if you're in the area and you want to shop for books, you should check them out because they're really cool. But that's my only other suggestion is to, grab some ramen, have some ice cream, and shop for books, and you'll have a great day.
Mm-hmm. It's a very lovely area. They have a lot to see and a lot to do.
Mm-hmm.
For now, though, we are heading out.
So, as always, thank you for listening. Be sure to follow, like, and subscribe on all the social medias. Check out our YouTube channel. Follow us on Spotify. Tell a friend about us. If you feel so inclined, donate to us on Ko-fi. All of that good stuff. We would be appreciative. But the best way you can help us is by tuning in every week. And in this case, next week, be sure to tune in. I need to go to bed. Tune in for a review of a chain whose real fruit creations serve a real purpose.
Yes.
That is your hint for next week.
Uh-huh. All right. Thank you all for watching. We will see you next week in the new year.
Well, we're in the new year.
Oh, we are? I thought...
This is our first episode of the new year.
God darn it.
I told you that at the beginning.
I thought it was like the last before. Doesn't matter. We will see you next time.
Have a great new year, everyone.
Yes, I hope you had a great new year. Bye.
Bye.